From beautiful North Hollywood, California, it's Flashback Tonight starring Delius. Tonight, we are on location at the legendary Troubador Club with 90s hitmakers O-Town.
We are live at the historic Troubador Club in West Hollywood with a band that I've been trying to get an interview with for the longest time. They've got a concert here tonight. They're one of the first bands to do a music reality-based show, and they're here right now. But you guys got O-Town. It's guys. What the heck, man? What's taking so long?
Made it.
You're here.
You're finally in the band, like I've always wanted.
A black man in O-Town. I've been wanting that too, secretly.
I mean, there's a half one.
Okay.
I mean, sure.
Okay. It works that way if the cops pull you
Very
over.
charitable. Okay.
True story.
All right, guys, let's go back to the beginning of this. All right, so making of the band happens. You hear about this audition. You guys go through a rigorous process of making of the band. You guys are chosen. You record your record. Someone comes to you and they're like, I've got your perfect song for you. It's a song about wet dreams. Who was like, perfect!
My mom is gonna be stoked.
None of us.
No.
Actually, Clive Davis played that for us.
Yeah.
That was the first song he played for us in his office, like right after we agreed to sign with him.
We didn't really have a choice. Clive was like, "This is your first single,"
We're like, okay.
and it's already done. We're like, okay.
So what were your thoughts when you heard the lyrics? We were like, wet dreams, are we really doing this? Or
We were like, hey, it's risky. We got to do something different. All the other boy bands are talking about, these things. This could work well for us. That's why Clive picked it. So
that was the one
so
thing
that
that going.
stood out.
Yeah, it did. It was different than the other boy bands had.
And then we got stuck with having to answer the question of what it was about for the next year, 2 years, and while we had like the show on ABC, which is Disney. So we're doing the wet dreams thing, but we can't say it. And we're like, yeah, it's about, a girl who can morph in water into your favorite girl. Just so dumb.
And in that song, you guys
knew what
name
it was
drop
about.
like every top actress possible.
And some of them are still hot.
Relevant today.
Did any of them hit you up afterwards? Or like, yo, you name dropped me, you want to hang out?
That was the point originally.
Actually-
we're hoping they'd all be friends with us. But
Actually, Destiny's Child said something even passing.
Yeah,
They're like
The Queen Bee?
the Queen Bee, yeah.
She said what? What did she say?
No, they were just like, thank you for, we heard the song, thank you for mentioning us. It was like really quick, but it was
It
sweet.
was like at an award show or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we never got down to like the Jennifer, because at that point, Jennifer Love Hewitt was like really like.
which
come up.
Jennifer we were talking about?
But obviously, I was talking about.
It was
We're
J-Lo,
J-Lo.
of course.
Of course. People always ask me for advice for new groups when they're starting, and I always say it's great to have of the moment songs, but if you're smart, you'll find yourself a career song, and you'll find it quickly. You guys have that with All or Nothing. Tell me about the first time you heard All or Nothing.
It was the same day.
Same day.
As Wet Dreams?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
played Liquid Dreams, and then the next song he played was All or Nothing. And immediately after.
And we're like, we'll do Liquid Dreams, whatever you want. As long as we get to
if we
sing
can
that
sing
one.
that one.
Yeah. We knew that one. We knew that one was a home run. The first time we without our voices on it.
Yeah. The first time I heard that song, I was so mad. Because I was like, this is an all for one damn song. Why
Hey,
did no one send that to us?
We've been mad at the songs you guys get to sing, too.
Well, I'm
so
not
I'm just
really
gonna
mad
say.
at it because the fact is we got into this group by singing all for one songs.
Like, oh yeah.
Did you really?
Oh yeah.
I can't count how many times I've sang all. I swear.
I swear,
I
it was
can't.
like my
can't
song.
even count it. Yeah.
Oh, well, I appreciate it, man. After 20 years in this game now, you guys going on to when you're like 18 years now, you guys separated for a little bit and you got back together. What was the driving force that made you say, let's do this again?
It was really like a now or never type moment. We had talked about it a couple times and stopped and started. But I think it was always going to eat at all of us if we didn't do it. It was always going to be one of those things like, I wonder what would have happened. And so there wasn't like a driving.
Timing.
It was just timing.
Yeah.
And we're glad we did. We really had to take the leap and kind of jump in. It was a leap of faith. We didn't know people were going to still be waiting for
It's
us.
weird because now we have Facebook, so it reminds you every
Yeah.
year about what's happening. And I think we just passed the 4-year mark now. It's a little over of us being together. So it's longer now that we've been together than we were the first time. So that's something to be said too, yeah.
And you guys have amazing fans. You guys got a bunch of fans lined up outside for the concert tonight, and they've been supporting you through like thick and thin, no matter what. You guys did a crowdfunding thing for one of your albums. Was that risky for you? Were you guys thinking, what if this doesn't work out? But you guys did it in like 7 hours. What?
Yeah, 8 hours. We had actually talked about doing a Kickstarter before when we had first came back, but we didn't know. Decided that it wasn't really a good idea. We got a record label, and then the second time around, I was like, man, we have these awesome fans, and like, why don't we try to do this? And like we said, man, 8 hours they reached the goal and stomped on it and pushed it down to the ground.
Crazy. It was like breaking news.
We weren't going to do it unless they wanted us to do it. At that point, the first time it was for us. We kind of wanted to take advantage of the timing and making the leap and all that. But then the second time, if we're going to continue to do it, like hitting the road and having that lifestyle is rough. Especially when you get like Dan, who has a family, Jacob with a family that's coming. It's just difficult, So making that sacrifice, we knew that the fans had to be the catalyst for that to happen, and they were. They came out. They really came out.
What's the craziest thing a fan has done to you or for you? First one first, because you laughed. So to you.
I'm probably the most boring person. I have no stories about that. But I do remember like a couple crazy stories about fans coming up with like names carved in their arms and stuff like that. Like that was kind of like scary
That's
stories.
crazy, yeah. Crazy.
But I mean, honestly, I used to think it was crazy when they would just wait outside the hotel. Just waiting outside the hotel seemed like such a crazy thing because to me that was something that I would never do.
I think the craziest thing that happened with the fans is they travel.
Yeah.
They're like Pittsburgh Steelers fans. They travel all over the country.
I don't even know where they're from because we see them in every single
Everywhere
city.
you go.
Like the VIPs that were here today, we had I don't know, we had like 17, 20 VIPs today.
Yeah, 20-some.
And all of them, I think maybe 5 of them are from California.
For real?
Yeah. Yeah, they travel and they make sure they get their
It
spot
was
right
like
in
the
the
longest
front
flight she's ever had in her life. She's never been to California. She flew all over.
Were you not going to her town anytime soon?
Yeah, we were.
We saw her at a bunch of towns on the East Coast too. So
Our fans are incredible. I mean, I'll give you a
Your
story.
fans have jobs, apparently.
They have incredible our fans also have, as they get older, they start to have ailments. And one of the cooler stories that just happened was a fan of ours had problems with her kidney. And she needed to have it replaced. And we decided to put out a tweet just letting the O-Town fans know that she needed a kidney and just show her some love. And a fan from across the country that had never met her decided that she was going to donate a kidney to her just because she was a townie.
Wow.
So I mean, what they do for us, that's what they do for us. They pay us in spades with that, those sort of actions. It makes this job so much cooler.
Yeah, what do you feel when you hear a story like that? I mean, that's beyond just being a fan. That's a human interest, sort of a human love story sort of thing.
Back in the day, and like at the height of your career, you're going city to city, you don't see the same faces. It's really hard to get to know them. But at this point, because it's that roaming family, it is a family, and they take care of each other like family, and that's complete strangers. The common denominator being, us brought them together as friends, and their love for the band, and then we treat them like they treat us. I mean, it really is a love affair with them.
You guys have been in the band for, like I said, almost over 18 years. Same 4 guys. Brothership that you guys have gone through, how's it changed you, and what do you feel about each other as far as what you've been through together?
we know each other pretty well at this point. I mean, I think, and it really helps. I think when we first started out, we used to get in a lot of petty fights, and it's just whether it's just age or just time that has made us more mature, and we just know each other so much better. It's just we have a blast every time we go. We wouldn't be doing this. I know, I'll speak for myself. I wouldn't be doing this if every time we came out there was some other drama.
Yeah.
This was not the tune he was singing back in the heyday.
Oh, was he the troublemaker?
No, it was we were new to each other.
Uh-huh.
I mean, this time around, and we were placed in that situation because of the show. This time around, it was on our own terms. We wanted to do it ourselves. We knew that if we were going to be successful, we needed to learn how to communicate with each other.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's improved probably more than anything else over the last 4 years. Definitely. Is that our communication with one another and our ability to respect one another and the talents that everyone brings to the table. A lot of that stuff didn't exist the first time around.
You say the silliness and the pettiness. What are the silliest things you guys have argued over? I know in my group it's usually about what we're going to eat at. It's food. I usually always lose. But what do you
All
guys
of the arguments are petty, for sure.
The pettiest
That's
one
the
ever
funniest
had
thing
to
to look
be
back.
the studded belt one.
Dan and I have one.
Okay.
Yeah.
The studded
So, all
belt.
right, you know how it
Prepare
is being
for a
in a
full-on
band.
boy band moment.
I'll try and speed this up. There's a straight up boy band moment. But if you've been in a band before, you know how this goes, where everybody's got a stylist that kind of like tends to your style, and they go out and they buy clothes for you based on what they think you'll like. We all had our specific styles, and Dan like wandered over to my rack, and he took a belt off my rack, and I knew it was my belt because it had studs on it. And I said, Dan, where'd you get that belt? He goes, I don't know. I said, that's my belt. I'm pretty sure they bought me that belt. He's like, well, it fits really great, and I think I'm going to use it. I said, damn it, that belt's my belt.
No, what he really said was, I'm the one that wears the studded belts in the band. I wear the
I
studded
know
belts
that
in
belt
this
was
band.
bought for me.
The studded belt.
So you had the shy guy, the outgoing one, the studded belt guy.
I made sure.
So you like the studs, huh? I don't
Not
understand.
anymore.
Well, that was
But
back
there was
then,
a
you know, that
time
was the thing.
where it was like my thing.
Well, you guys have had some fashion stuff too.
So,
no,
you know,
No, say it.
Say
Full pause.
it.
You
Go
said
ahead.
some
Go ahead,
fashion.
say
you had
full
some-
pause. It's okay.
It wasn't a faux pas back then, but looking back now, it's like.
see what had happened.
So who had the
was-
knitted half shirt, little mesh? What?
Oh, that was me.
Yeah, that was him. Yeah,
Didn't say no to that one, or
There's
just,
an excuse
Well,
though.
first of all, nobody said no. Like, I ran it by everybody. I'm too insecure to make that call on my own. I was like, and also, by the way, this was a photo shoot with David LaChapelle, one of the biggest photographers
yeah.
ever. So he said it looked good. I ran it by all these guys.
The
They
girls
said it
were
was
saying it
cool.
looks
All the
good.
girls said it looked good.
It was like a wet thing, so you know.
Yeah, it was. Yes.
We took risks.
it took risks. He's the Lady Gaga.
They
of
don't
the band,
always
right?
work.
That's it. I'm sure you've already discussed this before, but I don't know this story. So can you tell me what happened to Ashley Parker Angel, and why is he on the internet half naked all the time?
Next question.
Not sure.
I think that's an enigma wrapped in a question presented in.
How much time do we have?
We have no idea.
Yeah,
sure.
I
I
can't
Googled
answer
just to
for
find it myself, and all I saw was his pictures. I'm like, what's he going through? Okay.
Not really sure. Trevor's got a great drinking game around it though.
No, honestly, he's
doing
a
his
great
thing.
guy. He's doing. That's what makes him happy. That's fine. But we don't really know too much about that.
You haven't talked in a while?
I talked to him.
What about, I can't pronounce his name.
Erik-Michael.
Thank you. Have you
We
talked
don't
to him in a
know,
while?
but
We
we
have a
do have a
show in
show in
Hawaii.
Hawaii next week, so we're wondering if maybe he'll just kind of pop up.
Oh, that would be amazing. The fans would go crazy for that. Just sneak him out during one of the songs, something like that.
Right?
Sure.
I don't know if it's I think maybe it's just like, hey, it's
like-
here. I mean,
We're not looking for suggestions,
yeah,
Delius.
No, he kind of quit on it.
Oh, yeah. And then kind of joined another band after that.
I
Right.
basically didn't want to.
Yeah, but if he didn't quit, I wouldn't be here. So.
That's a great. It's a
Look,
great thing
well,
for
won't
us.
he do it? Won't he do it?
Everything
Yeah.
worked out for the best. Everything worked out the way it's supposed to.
Another controversial moment you just said to stay away from, but I'm sure you've answered this question many times before. His eyes got big, like, oh god. Lou Pearlman. Lou Pearlman has a big history that we found out later on down the line. Eventually, he died in prison for what he's done. What was your guys' experience with Lou? Did you see any of that in the beginnings, or was it just after the fact that you guys noticed?
Long story again. Huge story, Todd. But we, thank God, had the TV show, so we were secluded from a lot of the business things that other bands were able to fall into because they didn't have as many people on them. Mm-hmm. And we were warned really early what he was capable of and what he was trying to do with other bands. So we protected ourselves and we were somewhat out of it. But yeah, we were there enough to see what he was doing, and we're around for the end when he was doing the Ponzi scheme and offering people, taking people's money in retirement funds, and he definitely deserved to be in prison. So.
Well, I have to say, you guys are not one of your own. We've all had the stories. If we didn't have a label dispute or a money dispute with a label, including us, you're not in the business,
Right.
So you guys are gone. All right, we always play a game here on the show.
Oh no! Here we go.
So
Here comes Trevor's.
this is your time. This
Game?
is the game what I call who's most likely.
Oh God.
Have you played this one before?
This is
Yeah.
how the fight starts.
This is how the fight
You're
start?
gonna break the band up.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
Who is most likely, and you can answer for yourself or point to somebody in the band who you think it is, who's most likely to hook up with a fan? Sounds like you've done that. Not just most likely, it sounds like you've done it.
I'm sorry. Is your wife not a fan? Aaron's not a fan?
You hooked up with his wife? What? Dude, that's just not.
That was news to me.
That's like Guns N' Roses shit.
All right, next one. That one's over. Great.
Who's most likely to cry at a sad or romantic movie? Wow.
Oh yeah. What am I thinking?
Trevor?
Hey, I cried at Coco.
Oh, I mean, I cried at Coco.
All
That
right.
wasn't romantic. That was just heartfelt.
Who's most likely to play an O-Town song while hooking up? Damn, are all the answers Trevor?
I'm not disputing any of these. Aaron.
Did you pattern these questions on
Right?
Trevor?
What song do you play?
I don't. I'm just the most
Sexiest
likely
woman
to do it.
alive. I've heard it. I've walked in on it. It's weird.
Going there playing all or nothing?
Liquid dreams. I'm like,
choreography
all
on
or
the
nothing at all, girl.
Sorry.
All right, let's see if this one is you as well.
Yeah, that probably.
Who's most likely to go the longest without showering?
Ooh, Jacob.
Yeah, maybe.
Beach life, beach life.
Yeah, I just shower in the ocean.
Yeah.
Who's most likely to forget the other member's birthday? That's evil. Eric doesn't know the
That's
birthdays?
Eric, yeah.
Out of the four of us, not that he has a bad. I would just say out of the four of us.
I feel like Jacob.
I'm pretty bad too.
I
And,
think
and
Jacob-
what's funny is like I put in a lot of the information for our flights and things, and so I see their
know
birthday
it.
all the time. But then I see it, and I'm like, oh wait, what was it again?
Four is
That's true.
I
Jacob,
know it
what's-
was in '79,
Jacob, what's Dan's birthday?
See, I know.
September
September.
4th,
Oh, it's coming up.
1980.
All right,
You
right.
gave it to him.
Eric, what's Trevor's birthday?
No, he didn't.
Trevor's birthday is November 17th?
16.
16.
19.
Say listen.
Okay.
You can say it. 79.
Let's go. 1970.
You too?
Yeah.
My birthday too.
This is the internet kids.
Who's most likely to be a bad actor? And keep in mind, we all saw Dead 7.
You did great though.
You did awesome.
I'll play it.
But I'm 100%
I was
the worst
shocked.
actor.
You're the worst actor?
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know. I don't know, man. These all these guys put up really great performances. I thought all three of these guys put up good performances.
But it's still me.
But it's you.
I was shocked. I don't know. I didn't think you wanted to do it, and you did great.
Well, I didn't want to do it, but I did it, and I was still. I did better than I thought I
Got
would.
eaten
but
by
I'm
a
still the
zombie
worst
very
actor.
well.
Yo, dude, the intestine scene when your intestines are everywhere. I thought you got me. You were committed.
He's like
And
Oscar.
he's never used a gun in his life, and way he pulled that shotgun, I believe you've done it before.
In Arizona, you never lose a gun? You're about to get kicked
Very
out of state.
passive.
No, right?
Who's most likely to be the most gassy?
Ooh. Either me or Trevor.
I'll say Eric.
I got stuff going on.
Irritable bowel syndrome. Yeah, they got stuff for it.
Soul food.
All the Puerto Rican food. Yeah.
Who's most likely to have the dirtiest mind? In my group, that's me. I tell the dirty jokes. So.
Oh yeah. Jeez. That's probably like a tie between me, Trevor, and Jacob.
Yeah, it's like a three-way tie.
Oh, that sounds like fun. I want to be in your group.
The car
with dirty jokes.
rides
Come on,
are-
that's what we were saying.
The car rides are pretty entertaining.
All right, couple more. Who's most likely to forget the words during a concert?
Eric,
Me.
sure. Might do it tonight.
That would have been Ashley.
Yeah. No.
Oh, we
I'm
already-
like, and I don't do it often, but I've done it.
And what do you do when you forget the words?
You want to know my secret? Go ahead. I'll see what your secret is.
You sing!
I don't do that one. But
I do it every
if you
day.
ever see me sneeze during a concert, well, because I'm thinking, and I'm hoping that after the part comes on, the music starts playing,
yeah.
it'll come back to me.
I didn't know that one.
That's what then people
that's
feel
some
bad
very-
for you. It's like,
you're like,
oh,
oh,
he's had a
he's
cold or
sick.
something. I'm trying to think of the words.
Using
I did
it.
some veteran.
Right.
That's her red.
All right, last two. Who's the grumpiest?
Eric.
Yeah, Jacob.
I would say Eric, but it's not grumpy.
Kinda
It's
Dan,
just,
too.
It's just more introverted.
like,
It's
it's just
not
mean.
necessarily
Until
grumpy.
Dan has coffee, he's pretty.
Oh yeah, Dan's pretty grumpy in the
Dan's,
morning.
Dan's grumpy Dan.
Yeah, Dan can be grumpy.
Yeah.
It's like
Definitely
yeah.
not.
I don't really like you.
If he
guys.
doesn't get his dessert, there's coffee.
Last question. Who is the most likely to name their unborn child after one of the group members?
Oh.
Made you think on that one, huh? They're like, I'm not naming my
I
name
don't think
after
they're gonna
any of
have
you.
kids, so.
Oh my God.
That's so mean.
So true.
I say Trevor.
They're like,
Probably
I'm
most
not
likely
naming
Trevor.
my
It would be
child.
Trevor.
Will happen? No, most likely me.
You?
Trevor,
Which one would you name it after?
Eric.
After Eric?
Yeah, it would probably be like a Rakab. A Rakab.
Just an amalgamation
A
of all of them.
Rakab.
Well, cool, guys. Thank you so much for sitting down for this
Thank you,
brief
man.
but
Thank
short
you.
interview.
Thank you, man.
I have to get you into the studio audience because the studio audience version of this show is going to love you. But until then, I'm settling for this on-location shot.
We'll do it.
Next
We'll
time,
do it.
Yes,
we'll get you
absolutely.
there. Brothers, thank you, man. Good luck with the show tonight.
Thank you so much.
Are you gonna play like cool music under it while we like do it?
Sure.
Because we're pretty boring.
You're pretty boring?
Yeah.
You want to sing something?
It should
And
be
you wanna
like
put it underneath
between two ferns type music.
All right, you guys, this is Delius Kennedy for Flashback Tonight on location at the legendary Troubador with my boys, O-Town. And we're out.
Sweet.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Hope that wasn't too painful.
Oh, I forgot I had this on. Dude,
That wasn't too painful, right? I didn't get
it was
too,
awesome. No, it was easy.
too private, did I?